So it's 8 o'clock. Select number of us here at the moment. Maybe more people will join us as we get into the meditation. And today we're going to the mindfulness of breathing. And over the last 2 days, I've been talking about this turbulent world we live in. And basically, on Monday, I talked about going into the body, coming into our body, having a sense of gratitude to our body, caring for our body, and that helps us to settle whatever's happening around us. Just being in our body sensing our body and the feelings and sensations in it really helps us to settle a bit. And then yesterday I was talking about self-care and how, again, turning towards our difficult feelings in the body and giving them loving kindness and generally having a loving gaze on ourselves could make such a difference to the way we function in the world. Especially if we try and stay in the present moment. So today it's much more about the present moment. It's much more about coming back into that space between thoughts, coming back into a sense of peace between the thoughts that crop up in our chattering mind. And also following the breath. There's something about the breath. It's always there. It's always a gateway to the present moment. And it links, in a way, it links the body, the feelings in the body, with this present moment. So we're still looking at the feelings in the body, but in a different way, through following the sensations of the breath. And it grounds us and it brings us back to a perspective from, when we get whisked away by anxiety or panic or depression or aversion or clinging or craving, all these things that make us create unhappiness for us. We can come back to the breath and it's always there, always waiting for us, always ready to bring us back into the present moment. Okay, so good morning to Catherine, who's just joined us, and anybody else who's just joined. Good to see you all. So we'll begin. We'll begin the meditation, and as usual, we start by just allowing ourselves to relax, by noticing what's going on around us, what's going on in our bodies. So just taking stock of yourself. How are you this morning? Really, how are you? Not how you'd like to be, not how you're trying to be, but actually, how are you? Are you feeling sound and grounded? Are you falling to pieces a bit? Maybe there's some anxiety or worry, or maybe just a sense of being shaken up. Or perhaps you're just very happy and content. So we're not judging how we are, we're just noticing. We're just noticing and having a kindly acceptance of whatever state we're in. It really doesn't matter. We're not trying to somehow flick a switch and change it. We're just trying to have some care towards ourselves, just noticing with kindness how we are. Knowing that probably it will change in due course. Just becoming present with the whole of our body, lying on the bed, on the floor, sitting on a chair or cushion. What is the physical sensations that you can feel? The whole of your back in contact with whatever you're lying on. Your bottom in contact with the chair. The sounds, any sounds around you. Touch of the air on your skin. The taste in your mouth. Any smell in your nostrils. And just coming into this present moment where everything is fine. As much as you can, free of thinking, but not trying to force that. Relaxing the mind, relaxing the body. Becoming aware of the breath. Particularly in the upper body, the whole of the upper body, the front, the sides, the back, expanding and contracting as we breathe. And just for a few moments, staying with that movement, not forcing anything. Just allowing yourself to be carried by the sensations of the breath in the upper body. This ebb and flow. This is the mindfulness of breathing. And in the first stage, we're going to follow each out-breath, right from the beginning, right to the very end. Just really noticing the whole length of each out-breath, almost as if we're sliding down it, relaxing as we breathe out. And if you want some extra help, you could count at the end of each out-breath, beginning with 1, and then 2 on the next out-breath, and so on up to 10, and then beginning again at 1 if you whenever you get to 10 or whenever you get distracted. But mainly following the whole length of the out-breath. And not worrying if you get distracted. That moment when you know you've been whisked away by thoughts, that moment when you return, is a little bit of awareness, and it's very precious. That's what we're trying to cultivate. When you come back and you know you've been away. So just pausing a moment and taking stock, adjusting your posture if you need to get more comfortable. And when you're ready, we're going to start following each in-breath. Right from the beginning again, right to the end. And the in-breath is an inspiring, uplifting breath. So just noticing that as you breathe in, breathing energy, rising up, filling with life. So following each in-breath from the beginning to the end. And if you want to count, if that helps, just placing the number at the beginning of each in-breath in just the same way as in stage one. And remember, we're not trying to stop thinking. We're just noticing when we get pulled away by thought and coming back to the breath, to the in-breath. Not putting too much effort in, just allowing ourselves to follow the breath. If you're counting, you can stop now. And we're going to move into the upper body and just noticing the breath in the upper body, the movement of the chest at the front, the upper back, and the sides of the body as it expands and contracts as we breathe. And noticing the sensations of the breath inside the body. What's that feel like? So as much as you can, just getting lost in the sensations of the breath in the upper body and the rhythm, the steady, gentle rhythm. So you can stay in the upper body if you wish, but you might also like to explore the breath in other parts of the body, or at least what you might call the echo of the breath. Can you feel some kind of echo in the abdomen and the belly? In the lower back? In the legs? In the soles of the feet? In the arms? And the hands? And finally in the head? So if you wish, you can stay with the breath in the body, or if you want to go into a deeper concentration, just moving up to the area around the nostrils or the upper lip, and just focusing on the sensations of the breath entering and leaving the body at this point. Very subtle sensations, very specific, just homing in on this particular place, the nostrils or the upper lip. Just concentrating, but not concentrating too hard, staying relaxed and receptive. And just letting go of all effort now and allowing your awareness to take in the whole of your experience, whatever that is, whether you like it or you don't like it, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant. Just sitting with the whole of your experience with a sense of acceptance and equanimity and kindness. Just sitting, observing. So welcome to Louise and Julia and Julie that joined us later after we started. I hope you all found that helpful, and it can help during the day if you come across times of particular stress or upset or worry, just to come sit quietly for 5 minutes and just come back to the breath. Come back to the breath in the body. Just sitting, perhaps with your eyes closed for a few minutes, just sensing the breath in the body. Really, really powerful, calming thing to do. Okay, so that's it for this morning. Thank you all so much for coming. I'm starting a course this Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, and it's exploring the Buddha's Noble Eightfold Path, which is a kind of guide to living our life in ways that make us happy, ways that lead to contentment. And there's still time to register and to join the course if you wish. So you can go to our website. If you go to our website, yorkbuddhistcentre.org, and click on courses, you'll find details there. It's only it's just from 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock for 4 Saturday mornings. So if you'd like to join us, you'd be very welcome. Preferably you've done the beginner's course, but if you haven't, if you've been meditating with us for a month or so, then that's equally good. Okay, so thank you very much for coming. Good to have your company, and have a good day, and take care and stay safe, and lots of love to you all.